first son. Kainerugaba to court over crimes against humanity and disgracing our military uniform. That's a huge one. Guys, the news starts now. I'm joined by Pamela.
Coming to you live from Plot 249, Gaba Road. Hot on the heels. Fast, reliable, and informative. Agagwira Walk, Gasokira Wano, Gatabanagafuna. Agagwira Walk, 100.2 Galaxy FM.
Tutandikira wenyini.
Yeah, well, there is still mixed reactions over Muhoozi's resignation.
Some people thought
Twitter.
it was a joke.
Yeah, people thought it was a joke. Others are saying it is a ploy for him to enter politics now.
But how can he just tell us that he's resigned over Twitter?
Yeah.
Kat, what did you want him to do? You wanted him to make like an announcement, pay on radio and TV, do billboards.
And we do not know whether his resignation has been confirmed yet, because according to UPDF Act 2005, an officer has to write and then present their resignation. Then the commander-in-chief of the defense forces is the one to approve. So up to now, he's still until his resignation has officially been approved by the chief. Have we had
an official communication from the UPDF?
No, we've not had.
Not yet.
Yes. So the chief of defense forces receives his official written resignation, and then he can be relieved of his duty.
So NUP wants to take him to court.
NUP, I hear that's what they are saying.
Whose suggestion was that?
This is the National Unity Platform deputy spokesperson, Alex Waiswa Mufumbi. Of course, he speaks on behalf of the party.
Exactly.
And he said very soon, this is his words, very soon we'll seek an indictment against Muhoozi over alleged crimes against humanity and also disgracing our military uniform.
Crimes against humanity
and disgracing our military uniform. Of course, there are many comments that have come in since Muhoozi, put up that tweet. Some people even still think it's fake, but
some people still think it's a joke.
They still think it's just testing people to see what's up. But then it's possible for someone to resign.
So, crimes against humanity and
disgracing the army uniform.
Where's the evidence? On what basis?
I don't know what basis they have, but we've seen in the recent times we have had the Kakwenza accusing Muhoozi of using SFC. Then of course we've also seen prior to his resignation he has been so vocal. Remember his stand on Russia, he came out and said, and then
the situation in Rwanda.
Shortly after he gave his stand on Russia, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs came out to say Muhoozi's statements are personal, not that of the government. Yeah. Yes, because people were assuming his thoughts are that of the government coming from high-ranking government official, command of the land forces. Then, of course, there's a Rwanda issue that people are attributing to politics. They're saying maybe he has future plans of entering. Okay. Yeah, so that's
what's happening in the country. That's what Agwan. We are live on our YouTube, Galaxy FM /TV. What more do we have in the stories today?
The kid who died yesterday during the fire.
In Ginger.
Yeah, police has finally confirmed.
This is a fire number what now?
This is now the other side now that they think that is like fire number 1, because in Central we've had over 7 fires in schools, and several kids have died and people have been injured. Now 8 kids collapsed as a result of this fire. It is St. Joseph Senior Secondary School in Nakanyonyi, Ginger City, Northern Division. The kid is Emmanuel. He's a S1 student at the school. The school fire started, and police fire and rescue services came in to contain the fire that has spread out to the school. But by the time they came in, sadly, this boy had suffocated and died. The body is at Ginger Referral Hospital mortuary.
Oh, God.
But one of the students who spoke on anonymity says that the dormitories were congested. So when the fire broke out, there was no space for kids to run out for emergency purposes.
True.
Which is happening in most schools. People get a house like this and, rent it out.
They pile in beds.
And then make it a school. It's maybe 3 blocks of houses and of maybe 5 blocks, and then they call it a school.
Do you know the cause of the fire yet?
No.
Is there any statement or not yet?
Not yet.
We send our kids back to school, but they are burning. Their property is being destroyed.
Yes.
Something has to be done. Either we inspect these schools to see if they are prepared for fire
Re-inspect
outbreak.
afresh.
Exactly, because it's becoming a problem. It's becoming something else.
Yeah, what the fires is one thing,
Yeah.
which people are suspecting arson and electricity. Then the measures in place to escape these fires is also another
Exactly.
thing. That's why kids are dying. Like now you hear this kid was saying congestion. The dormitories were congested. So as people are running out, some are falling, others may step on the other. In the end, someone suffocates and dies.
12 kwoli gwe kikyolowooza ku mirire wegiyitiridde mu masomero bannaaye. Amasomero gaffe gali ready for these fires oba tusooke tuddemu
They got it ready. The fact is that
inspecting and seeing what agwan.
yeah, but also after 2 years, you don't expect schools to think about fire outbreaks
No,
as
but
one of their
Pam,
priorities.
This is life we're talking about. Whether
Yeah.
whether you've parked your car for 2 years, when you put it back on the road, it's supposed to be insured. The brakes are supposed to be working. It's supposed to
Which
be.
doesn't happen always. I mean, that is for very organized people who have everything. After 2 years, you don't expect schools to be prepared for fires. I mean, it would be expecting too much
And they're
of them
supposed to be
because
authorized by the Ministry of Education. Now, never
they're
to
supposed to
operate
be
again.
inspected.
I mean,
district education officers are
this
supposed to
is-
go to schools.
This is a
and
Ministry
inspect
of
them.
Education. This is the Department of Education. This is something huge. We are sending our kids to school. We
Yeah.
cannot operate schools as briefcase businesses. Mbwe abaana bajje bayingire mu kiraasi bali akawunga abasomesa babasomesa. And by the way, if we start inspecting those teachers as well, no one has talked about it, no one is commenting about it, but
Yeah.
teachers are out of control, are out of place, are
How
out of
are they out of control?
they are drunk. They don't come to teach on time. They come whenever they
They
feel like.
don't know what
they are
to
harsh
teach.
on
Some of
kids.
them do not
Some
even
of them
know
even
what to
forgot
teach.
how to write on the blackboards. 2 years in lockdown.
Hey.
They don't remember.
No, but no, of all people, teachers, you can't say that. Because during the lockdown, some of them were practicing. Teachers cannot forget.
Teachers are not focused
Teachers
anymore.
cannot forget just
Omusomesa
like that.
lulinga full time job ye yali kusomesa. Kati alinayo ka business ke wali alinayo mudaala gw'ennyaanya n'obutunda ne chapati. Aba agamba lesson eggwa ddi nze nve wano.
Yeah, but that's a fact.
And we're still having problems with the curriculum. There is
the
time
curriculum
bomb that we are still on as regards to our education for the students.
Yeah, but
that we have sent.
I'd like to look at the positive side. At least kids are progressing. Even if because even if you move like a snail, you're taking some steps, isn't it?
This is it.
Even if you move
This
like
is a
snail.
nation. We're in the East African region. Kenya never closed as much as we did. We closed for 2 years.
Yeah,
Tanzania never did.
yeah.
Abana Bafe, they're of the same age bracket. We are competing for the same jobs. Not only in the Ugandan market, but in the East African
International,
market.
even
Yeah,
international,
exactly.
yeah.
You see, 2-3 years from now, we are going to be putting out damaged goods. People that are not ready for employment, tugenda kuswala. Because people are going to want to be certified. People are going to want to just move on to other levels. But when they are not qualified, nga bye basomye bifu, bye basomye tebitegerekeka, and we are just here looking on. Something has to be done in regards to the situation of the students, to their welfare, to the situation of the schools. Na buli kimu ekigenda mu maaso.
Yeah.
Baban, have you seen what's happening in the schools when like parties happen? The way those kids dance, bend over.
But at least we are in a world where school, like, we shouldn't just consider academics as the only priority. That's where we go wrong. We should, because we already have so many mistakes in the education system. Let's go another direction. Let's cast the net wider.
Are you saying we ditch the education system?
No, I'm not saying we ditch, but I'm saying we should incorporate other things so that we don't have the mindset that wengenda kusomero and maybe things don't work out somewhere somehow. My life is doomed.
That will take
they're
like
preparing
centuries.
for the international market or the East African market, but if I cannot make my own products, I mean, if I cannot be a lawyer or an engineer, I am not fit to make money in the East African market or
That has always
international
been in
market.
place, but for us to have that system up and running properly is going to take us centuries
Time.
and centuries.
Yes, so why don't we incorporate other things?
We have schools now. We cannot misuse the schools. We cannot be sending students and they get burnt all the time. Drop your thoughts on 0707 102 102. We are live on our YouTube Galaxy FM /TV, and you can know more of the stories on www.galaxyfm.co.ug.
Yeah, just finally, the ED, Executive Director, Mulago National Fire Hospital, Baterina Biaruhanga, is supposed to hand over office officially today. to his deputy, Rosemary Yanyima. Yeah. But remember, he has gone to court. He wants that whole thing squashed, like I told you last time. Well, he has taken his petition to court. But even today, he's supposed to report back to police. Remember, he was out on police bond on 4 charges: embezzlement, financial loss. So he has been out on those 4 charges, but he's supposed to report back to police today as well. Then also hand over office.
That's what's happening in the news. Is it Pam? There's no smoke without fire.
Yeah.
Exactly. Coming on with a bit of Galaxy FM. This is the mid-morning.
You love to dance, but we make you dance. Zzina.